What if I told you that 72% of luxury cars lose more than half their value within just 5 years? Yet some secretly become cheaper to own than a Toyota Corolla after warranty. Sounds crazy, right? Well, today you'll discover the hidden gems the auto industry doesn't want you to know. Luxury cars have always carried a reputation for sky-high repair bills and painful ownership costs. Once that factory warranty expires, most people assume buying one with 80, 0 or 100,000 miles is basically signing up for financial disaster. But what if I told you that's not always the case? Today, we're counting down 12 luxury cars that actually become smarter buys after the warranty expires. These aren't guesses, we'll look at ownership data, repair costs, depreciation numbers, and real-world longevity reports. And trust me, number one on this list is so bulletproof it actually gets more reliable with age. So, let's start our engines. Genesis G90 2017 to 2020. Ever wondered what happens when a new luxury brand tries to out-engineer Mercedes and BMW? Genesis answered that question with the G90. This flagship sedan debuted with a 5.0 L V8 producing for 120 horsepower. Yet maintenance costs are closer to those of a Toyota Avalon. Industry data shows that depreciation reaches 60% in 5 years, meaning that new models now sell for under $28,000, which is $70,000 less than their original price. A real-world example comes from fleet buyer chauffeur companies in New York. Have kept G90s running past 200,000 miles with little more than routine oil changes and brakes. The cabin, fitted with semi-aniline leather and real wood trim, still feels Rolls-Royce light without the financial hangover. The takeaway, a used G90 isn't just a bargain, it's the ultimate insider's luxury, offering S-Class features at Camry prices. Lexus GS 350F Sport 2013 to 2020. While many luxury sedans age like milk, the Lexus GS 350 matures like fine wine. Its 3.5 liters naturally aspirated V6 regularly crosses 300,000 miles with minimal repairs. According to Consumer Reports, the GS consistently ranks among the top 10 most reliable luxury cars of the decade. Insurance costs are also below average because parts are widely available and rarely fail. One notable case, a 2014 GS 350 in Texas clocked for 110,000 miles on its original engine and transmission. Owners report that the leather softens beautifully and the suspension actually feels smoother. With time, the GS proves luxury doesn't need constant drama. For buyers who want real performance thanks to Nürburgring-tuned suspension, without the fear of a $5,000 repair bill, the GS is the definition of smart post-warranty ownership. Porsche Panamera S 2014 to 2016. Many dismissed the Panamera S, the Porsche with 4 doors, until they realized it could embarrass supercars while hauling the family. Equipped with naturally aspirated and supercharged V6, V8 engines, these cars hit 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds while maintaining Porsche's legendary reliability. Depreciation works heavily in buyers' favor. A $120,000 Panamera now trades at $40,000, $50,000. One German taxi fleet famously ran Panameras as airport shuttles, logging over 300,000 miles with routine servicing. The secret? Porsche's meticulous engineering. From dual-clutch PDK transmissions rated for racing durability to suspension parts tested to endurance standards. Owning a used Panamera S means experiencing Porsche DNA precision handling, bulletproof build, quality, and long-term value at a fraction of its original price. Acura RLX Sport Hybrid 2014 to 2020. When Honda builds a flagship, reliability is almost guaranteed. The RLX Sport Hybrid was their masterpiece, a blend of 3.5 LV6 plus 3 electric motors, creating 377 horsepower while sipping fuel like a mid-size sedan. J.D. Power long-term reliability scores place Acura consistently above German brands, and hybrid components carry warranties up to 10 years, 150,000 miles in many states. Owners have reported hybrids still performing flawlessly past 200,000 miles. Take one owner in California. There are LX average 29 mpg while requiring nothing beyond oil, tires, and brake pads over 7 years. Meanwhile, comparable BMW 7 Series owners often spend $3,000 annually on repairs. The takeaway is clear: our LX Sport Hybrid buyers enjoy futuristic technology with Lexus-level dependability, making it one of the smartest luxury buys after warranty. Cadillac XDS Platinum 2013 to 2019. GM struck gold with the Cadillac XDS, especially in platinum trim. powered by a 3.6L V6 tested in police fleets and taxis. This sedan was engineered to take abuse. Depreciation is steep. Models once sold for $60. Zero now fetch $18,000, $20,000, but that's great news for second owners. Repairable data shows maintenance costs average $550 annually, significantly less than German rivals. A great anecdote comes from Canadian limo services, where XDS sedans routinely exceed 350,000 miles while retaining comfort and luxury. The magnetic ride control suspension, once considered exotic, is now proven to last without the failures of air suspensions. The XDS Platinum delivers flagship luxury with American toughness, meaning buyers get private jet comfort for the price of a Corolla. Porsche Cayenne S 2011 to 2018 SUVs often spell expensive trouble, but Porsche took a different path with the Cayenne. Engines like the 3.6L V6 and 4.8L V8 are known to surpass 100,000 miles with proper care. Depreciation works in buyers' favor. A 2014 Cayenne S that once cost $80. Zero can now be found around $25,000. What's remarkable is the maintenance. Curve-independent shops report routine servicing costs around 30% lower than BMW X5s. One story from Colorado highlights a Cayenne S driven daily in snow, surpassing the 160,000 miles while retaining its tight handling and comfort. Even seat motors and electronics common weak spots and rivals are overbuilt in the Cayenne. For those wanting SUV practicality with Porsche reliability, a used Cayenne S remains a sweet spot in the luxury world. Infiniti Q50 Red Sport 2016 to 2020 luxury buyers often expect complexity and high repair bills, but Infiniti broke that rule. With the Q50 Red Sport, its VR30 twin-turbo V6 delivers 400 horsepower while proving shockingly durable. According to warranty claims data, the Q50's powertrain has one of the lowest failure rates in its class. Depreciation is brutal, up to 60% in 5 years, but it creates bargains in the $20,000 range. One enthusiast in Arizona racked up 190,000 miles on their Q50 with original turbos still intact, something unheard of in turbocharged German rivals. Independent mechanics also love the car. No dealer-only diagnostics, no special tools, and parts cost about half of BMW equivalents. For buyers seeking performance without pain, the Q50 Red Sport is a post-warranty dream. Lexus LS for $160. 2007 to 2017, the LS for $160 wasn't just Toyota's luxury sedan. It was their engineering statement. The 4.6L V8 and 8-speed automatic transmission are known for unmatched longevity. Data from iCar shows the LS regularly ranks among the top 10 vehicles most likely to surpass 100,000 miles. Owners often report their LS for $60 still feel showroom fresh after a decade. A famous case, a chauffeur company in Dubai ran multiple LS for $60s past 500,000 miles with minimal downtime. Leather interiors wear gracefully. Climate control systems keep working flawlessly. And electronics rarely fail. Buying one today is like stepping into timeless luxury smoothness, silence, and dependability that make most German sedans look fragile by comparison. BMW 550i 2013 to 2016, refined N63 engine. Yes, BMW made this list, and for good reason. Once BMW resolved early engine issues, the later N63 twin-turbo 4.4L V8 became a durable powerhouse. Performance is wild, 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds with 445 horsepower. Depreciation is steep. Models that cost $70,000 plus now go for around $22,000, $25,000. Owners who've cared for these later models report passing 180,000 miles without major issues, especially with proper cooling and oil change intervals. Independent BMW specialists can service these easily without dealership costs, making them far more affordable than an M5 while offering 90% of the thrill. The 550i proves that. With the right model years, BMW luxury can actually be both exhilarating and reliable. Genesis G80 2017 to 2020, the G80 was Hyundai's mic drop moment in the luxury sedan world. With a 3.8L naturally aspirated V6 or optional 5.0L V8, it combined effortless performance with bulletproof reliability. Depreciation is dramatic, of $55. Zero G80 can now be found for under $23,000, yet Consumer Reports lists the G80 as among the most dependable mid-luxury sedans, beating BMW, Audi, and Mercedes. Take an example from Michigan. One G80 owner racked up to 110,000 miles in just 6 years. With no major repairs, paint durability, interior wear, and electronics all held up impressively. For buyers wanting Bentley-like refinement without German fragility, the G80 is a true post-warranty treasure. Mercedes-Benz S550 2014 to 2020 Mercedes learned from their early 2000s reliability disasters, and the W222 S-Class became their redemption. Powered by a twin-turbo 4.6 L V8, it balances performance with dependability. Depreciation is steep, but stabilizes cars that sold for $100,000 now often list around $35,000 $40. 0. Independent specialists confirm maintenance costs average 25 to 30% lower than previous S-Class generations. One Houston-based S550 owner documented to 150,000 miles of use with the original engine and suspension, proving Mercedes got it right this time. The cabin materials also stand the test of time, avoiding the peeling plastics that plagued earlier models. For those who dream of flagship Mercedes luxury without nightmares, the W222 S550 is the golden era pick. But what really sets this generation apart is its combination of timeless design and advanced tech. The dual-screen infotainment setup, Burmester sound system, and semi-autonomous driving features were years ahead of competitors. Even today, these cars feel modern, a rare quality in a used luxury sedan. Consumer Reports ranked the W122 as the most reliable S-Class into decades. Lexus LS 600HL 2008 to 2015 at the very top sits the Lexus LS 600HL, a car so advanced and reliable it still outshines modern hybrids. Combining a 5.0 L V8 with electric motors, it produced 438 horsepower while delivering fuel economy comparable to smaller sedans. Lexus engineered the hybrid system for 25 years of service life, with advanced liquid cooling systems preventing battery degradation. Resale values remain unusually strong. Used LS 600HLs often command $30,000 $40. 0 even a decade later because buyers know they're essentially indestructible. In Japan, taxi and chauffeur fleets have reported LS 600HLs crossing 500,000 miles with only routine maintenance, like fluid changes and brake service. That kind of reliability is virtually unheard of in luxury flagships, but what truly sets the LS 600HL apart is its over-engineering philosophy. Every system from the quad's own climate control to the early pre-collision safety tech, navigation, and even the air suspension was designed for decades of flawless operation. Lexus didn't cut corners. They built the LS as a statement to rival Mercedes S-Class and BMW 7 Series, and in many ways, it surpassed them. Owners also rave about the serenity of the drive. The LS 600HL can cruise at highway speeds in near silence. Its hybrid drivetrain seamlessly switching between electric and V8 power, even today. Its cabin insulation, ride comfort, and build quality feel timelessly modern. In a world where luxury often means expensive to maintain, the LS 600HL stands out as the opposite, ultra-luxury without the financial sting. It's a car that proves you don't need to sacrifice peace of mind for prestige. Owning one today means having a hybrid flagship that still makes German rivals nervous, and it's likely to remain a legend for decades more. Now, if you think a Japanese sedan that outlasts BMW S is impressive, wait until you see number 11. This luxury car brand was laughed at when it first entered the market, but in less than a decade, it flipped the script on German giants. Their engineers built such an over-engineered sedan that even 10-year warranties looked conservative. Let's talk Genesis G80. So there you have it. 12 luxury cars that defy the stereotype of post-warranty nightmares. Instead of being money pits, these machines prove that smart buyers can enjoy world-class engineering, unmatched comfort, and long-term reliability for a fraction of the original sticker price. Let's recap the big insights. Depreciation is your ally. Most luxury cars lose 50 to 65% of their value in 5 years. Edmunds, 2024. If you buy carefully, you're letting the first owner pay the price of prestige while you enjoy the quality. Reliability surprises. Models like the Lexus GS350, Genesis G80, and Infiniti Q50 Red Sport aren't just holding up well. They're actually outlasting some economy cars. Maintenance doesn't have to be scary. Post-warranty costs for several of these vehicles average under $700 per year repairable, 2023, compared to thousands for European rivals. Ownership experience improves with age. Lexus and Genesis interiors age gracefully. Porsche engineering holds firm past 200,000 miles, and some of these cars, like the LS600HL, are practically engineered for immortality. What this list really proves is that luxury and reliability don't have to be opposites. With the right choice, you can drive a flagship sedan or SUV without needing a trust fund for repairs. Now, the big question for you: which of these cars shocked you the most? Would you take the safe bet with Lexus reliability, or roll the dice on a Porsche that just might last forever? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear your ownership stories, your dream picks, or the luxury bargains you've discovered. And if you enjoyed this countdown of cars that give you champagne luxury on a soda budget, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more insider automotive breakdowns, and share this with someone who's thinking about upgrading their ride. Because sometimes the smartest financial decision you'll ever make is sitting on the used lot just waiting for someone who knows the secret.